I think if we were to go back the first day when he signed the contract and he started to be in the office, it was not all good for him. He started in a bad patch. He was experimenting with players that he thought were the players, and not experimenting, but I would like to say he selected them based on their performance. And he was still trying to find his right footing in terms of getting it right. He has gone past that bad path, and he redeemed himself. Because for the past, I would say, couple of months, especially with the AFCON qualifiers, and also let's start with Ivory Coast. For them to be there and for them to qualify for the Ivory Coast one and for them to get the third place, I would like to believe that that was a turning point. Then, when we say it takes years for a team to be built, people think that we're joking. Luckily enough, he is still on his way of making Bafana look better than what we're seeing now. And it's another 2 years. And I just hope and wish that he will stay with the national team, for longer that period, because he has done so much work. A Bafana that was struggling in years, like 10 years back. A Bafana that couldn't, from 96 till today, give us an AFCON. We can't falter them. They've gone through so much that if I were to mention it, it will take me a year. Now I'm looking at a transformed Bafana, a Bafana with a leadership, a Bafana with a unity, a family spirit that we possess in 1996. Now they are on the verge of getting closer, to what we used to be. They are a team now that I would say they have a gem in terms of the captain, Ronan Williams. But if they can have probably 10 of those, we'll be talking a different Bafana. I'm not taking anything away from the boys, because leadership is not meant for everyone. If you were to give me an armband, I'll probably not be able to play because of under pressure.
Yeah.
But I need to give credit to the boys because there's so much maturity, there's so much commitment, there's so much understanding in terms of coming out of their comfort zone, which is club level, and going to be soldiers, going to be people that protect the flag of South Africa, the national anthem, the dignity of the country. These young boys, they really understand who they are and what they are all about. I know they've learned it through hard work. I know they've gone through things that they were not supposed to at some stage. Money was not paid to them, but they showed up. But I'm not there to talk about negativity. I'm here to talk about positiveness. There are players that were identified, if not polished, by the Bafana setup. Your Apollos, Mokwana, Mbata, the midfield, Apollos, as I did mention, Obas. The list is endless. I can mention, not forgetting Mufokeng, Dotley. This is what the national team is all about when you have been given a chance. And if you cannot compete in that level, then clearly you probably hit the ceiling. Need to give credit to the players that I've just mentioned. If those I didn't mention, probably forget their names, but they did raise their hands to say, we're here to represent, we're here to make sure that we protect the dignity of South Africa. When I look at these humble young boys, it gives me goosebumps. But look at Mbata.
Yeah.
2 occasions he came to the rescue of the national team, and I wouldn't say rescue, but he did something unbelievable. And these are players that need to be protected. These are players that need to be given each and every avenue that will make them look better, that will make them good players. We don't just get such raw talent and within a wink of an eye, they're the best. And I wouldn't want to promote what we experienced when the likes of Phil Masing, I may so rest in peace, was booed, was given negative treatment. But yes, I understand it's because people wanted the best. We cannot afford to get a player like Tito been given such a negative feedback based on his game when Temba got injured. I don't know if South Africans understand that Tito only played 2 games for Bafana. I don't think they do. And now, here's a player that has never played like 3 games in a row, and we happen to have a problem with Temba getting injured, and now we're like, hey Tito, Ngena boy. Yes, I understand as a player you need to be ready, but the game is evolved. There's what we call 5 factors that influence performance. 1 is the mental factor, and number 2 the social factor. Number 2, socially, I need to understand you, I need to trust you, I need to believe in you. But he hasn't played that much. He has a social factor off the field, but on the field, no. We misinterpret his regular playing at Orlando Pirates vis-a-vis at Bafana. So we expected him to do that. What happened after the Congo, I wouldn't condone that. But have people praised him after that one excellent touch and unleashed that second goal where most was needed of him, and he showed up. And I never heard people saying anything, but I don't go much on social media. But from what I've heard, that people were bashing him on social media, I don't think that's a way to go. And I'm not trying to be funny, but as a legend, sometimes to educate and to protect the current boys, this is how you become a legend. If they talk bad about me or whatever, it's fine. But there's one thing that they can take away from me: the star, the AFCON, being a World Cup player for Bafana Bafana. But these boys, they can't protect themselves by responding. So what I'm trying to say is that these boys, they're going through all the ups and downs, the negatives, the positives. But I must say that they humbled me as much as they humbled the country. To get that victory against Uganda
in the manner they did,
in a hostile crowd, a hot environment and all that, I thought that was not only experience, but it was, I've seen like them growing in stature, as individuals, because slowly but surely, when you experience negative stuff, when you're in the national team, your character becomes the best. Because I know we've gone through that. At some stage, you'll only eat Fanta orange ngama rolls for 7 days, and people on Sunday bahlezi kumakauchi bayabraya, hey, we want umdogisa kuchipa bayenze kanje. They don't know what we went through. But that's not an excuse. At the end of the day, you're a soldier. A soldier has to go through the West in order for him or her to protect the flag of the country. And this is what the boys are doing.